Hello, vinyl community. This is Randy. Back today with another video. I'm going to show you some records and CDs that I've picked up over the past couple of weeks. Today is Saturday, September the 13th. So I am going to show you some records I picked up in the first part of September of 2025. This is what we're hearing in the background right now. Byrd, Spaces and Places. Spaces and Places, Places and Spaces. This is a Blue Note. This is one of these UHQ CDs. I've shown a couple of these before. I'd gotten a couple of others by Wayne Shorter, and I liked them so much I picked up this one too. So this was a record that was recorded in '75 when Byrd had changed a lot from his 50s hard bop style. It's much more of a funk type style. I tell you, he really sounds, there's parts of this where he really sounds a lot like Herb Alpert. It's amazing. So yeah, it's really good. 1975 for this one. These UHQ CDs, they sound fantastic, and I tell you, I really liked, they sound really good, and you know, also like that play the whole album. You know, you don't have to get up into the side and turn the record over to hear the rest of it, and or even just you know, if the end of the side gets done, even if you don't want to hear the second side, you still got to get up and take the needle off. So it's kind of nice. You know, obviously I've had CDs for a long time, so I've always listened to CDs, but I've sort of gotten back in the habit, I guess, a little bit more recently. I picked up another one of these. So that Byrd was a 2021 Blue Note Classic Series re-release. In 2023, a Tone Poet release was Lee Morgan's Infinity. And so this is a 2024 UHQ CD release. So I tell you, the only problem with these UHQ CDs is that there's this little bit of introduction in English. You're talking about the mastering. I guess it's the same mastering as they use for the Tone Poets. So I don't know about all that technology and stuff, but the notes here are all in Spanish. And these notes from the original album are in English, but I mean, that is some really small print there, so it's really hard to read those. So that's sort of the drawback, I guess, to these CDs, is to be able to read the notes. This Lee Morgan CD, this was recorded in 1965, but it wasn't released until 1981. There's only 8 versions of it out there. So it's really excellent. Those fantastic hard bop session. I mean, I think that's pretty much what you would call it, hard bop. Jackie McLean on alto sax. Cool thing about this one is it has Larry Willis on piano. It's kind of cool because he's not a person I'm very familiar with. He's not. I guess he must have been part of the Blue Note team, but I really hadn't heard his music before. So it's really good. I was hearing some of his piano playing here. I was trying to think of who was that. But Larry Willis, yeah. So yeah, so that was good. So yeah, that comes with these strips too. I got a couple of Tone Poets in the mail. I'm a subscriber, so I get these every month. 2 this month. These are both of the ones from this month are, I would say, kind of unusual. They are both ones that I almost certainly wouldn't have picked up on my own. This is Chico Hamilton Quintet. There's a mono recording from 1955. Chico's a drummer, percussionist, and this is a lot of West Coast jazz people. So Jim Hall here on guitar. Other than that, those people I'm really not too familiar with. Buddy Collette on flute, clarinet, tenor, and alto. That must be Buddy Collette right there. Fred Katz on cello. Carson Smith on bass. Oh, here's the cello. And then here's the bass. Carson Smith on bass. And yeah, Chico on drums. So this is a Tone Poet release, but this was originally a Pacific Jazz release. So no gatefold, no pictures with this one. We do get some information on this insert in the record. And they talk about it here, and this is one that is actually what they say in these notes is it's kind of like the more modern chamber jazz. So sort of like what is released on Blue Note now. It's written. Most of the stuff is really written. There's not so much improvisation, and it's more like just listening to regular songs that are arranged and have parts of everything. There's not any real intense leads or anything, and the cello really plays a main part in this. It gives it a chamber jazz sound, I guess. So yeah, it was good. Like I said, it's not one that I probably would have picked up, but I'm glad to have it. So it's one that I'm probably going to end up keeping this Blue Note subscription because of ones like this that I wouldn't maybe have listened to before, but it's actually very good. So, and this other one also falls into that category probably. Don Cherry, Complete Communion. On this one, Don is playing cornet with Gatto Barbieri on tenor sax, Henry Grimes on bass, and Ed Blackwell on drums. So this is a record that was recorded in 1966. Don Cherry playing his cornet. It has all these song titles here, but really what is happening here is there are two long songs. One song on each side. There's no break in the music. They've broken it up here, I guess, for publishing purposes or something like that. So, yeah, this is Don Cherry leading the band. Don Cherry, I think, first became well known when he worked with Ornette Coleman. And this record really reminds me a lot of Ornette Coleman's record. What's the name of that? Ornette Coleman, something new, I think, or something like that. So sounds kind of like that. So sort of like free jazz, but I mean, I really question how free it is because a lot of it's really written out. Don and Gatto are playing exactly the same notes. They're playing the same melody, for a few measures, and then they will solo for a while. So yeah, it's really good. So it's kind of like free jazz, but not so out there that it gets to be difficult to listen to. So, Complete Communion, Don Cherry. And that one is a Blue Note release. I got this record by Georgia Ann Muldrow called Seeds. This is a record that I got based really entirely on the cover. I had not heard of Georgia Ann before, but I thought the cover just looked awesome. And I'm going to tell you, the music sounds exactly like what the cover looks like it should sound like. So we're going to hear some of it right now. I'll stop this CD and we'll hear some of Georgia Ann's. I wanted to show you the record before I run this on this cool vinyl with the red. I'm not the biggest fan of putting that red blob of color on there, but I guess somebody likes that. So yeah, we'll just start with side A here and hear a little bit of Georgia Ann. This is produced by Mad Lib, so that's sort of that sort of had a hand in making me want to hear this. People look around you. This is sort of an introduction here with this guy talking. I would say that, this is kind of like rap or modern R&B, I guess, and not really so much rap, but a little bit of talking type vocals. And I tell you, it reminds me of Roberta Flack, some of it, the vocals sort of remind me of Roberta. So, yeah, here's the track listing for this. We're starting with Seeds. This album cover looks like it has ringwear, but that's just part of the design. I think this is a new record. I got it. And, evidently she is from California. And yeah, I really don't know too much about it other than she's from California. It's produced by Mad Lib. I think it came out in 2024. I don't really see a date on here. I think it came out in 2024 though. Still fairly new. I got this record. I guess this record is by a band called Yard Act. But this is a record, I guess Yard Act put out a record. They had a title. I'm not sure what that would have been called. But Mad Professor took that record and did a dub version of it. So he sort of remixed it as a dub record. So I've never heard the original. I've never heard of Yard Act before. But I saw this record. I thought the cover looked fantastic. And then I saw that it was, Mad Professor doing a dub version of the album. So I wanted to hear it. I guess this is supposed to be Mad Professor up here. And this is fantastic. Been playing this I shouldn't say non-stop because I've been playing all these records. But yeah, this is really good. Really good. So you just hit their songs, which are sort of like modern, modern Britpop. And, just that sort of a dub mix to it. So, sort of some echo effects and, sort of the lonely harmonica type sound and Yard Act. The Overdub is the name of this record. The Overdub. Oh, Yard Act versus Mad Professor. So Yard Act versus Mad Professor. So yeah, I guess that's what it is they had an album and then Mad Professor took it and did his version. But this is on this incredibly cool purple vinyl. Very cool labels too. Great looking record, great sounding record too. Yeah, very happy about that one. Got one sort of a similar vein. This Czarface record. This is Artificial Intelligence. So this is like basically Czarface's record without his talking over it, without any of the raps over the top of it. So you just get to hear the production part. That's very cool, and I would call this very much like dub music. I think it's a lot like dub music. So a lot of the hip hop now, is just they take various parts and put it all together, and yeah, so you sort of get like all the sound effects and everything. So lots of talking in here, like clips from like Fantastic Four cartoons from the 60s and stuff like that. I think Czarface is associated with MF Doom. Even though I don't think they necessarily are a team or anything like that. Very cool though. Yeah, this is kind of like that the other one that I just showed you. Very easy to listen to. Right, but those are very cool. Sort of a wine red or vinyl, something like that. And the last record that I have to show you is by Grape. It came with this insert. It's signed by one of the members of Grape. I got this online from Rough Trade. So I think all these records I got, and there's one batch from Rough Trade. So yeah, I got them sort of all at once. And Grape is a band from the UK that consists of a couple of guys who used to be part of the Happy Mondays. The Happy Mondays were a band from the late 80s, early 90s there in England. It's sort of the, I think part of the Manchester scene. In 91, I guess they broke up and they formed Grape. So they put out a couple albums back then. And it sounds like they broke up and, reformed in 2010 or something like that. Had a record in something like 2017. I think this is from 2024. This is fairly new. Orange Head is the name of this, and yeah, this is just sort of like modern electronic or dance music with sort of like some hip hop mixed in. And this one was pretty good. I really like this one a lot, except there's one part on here where there's a guy who did some rapping. His voice is kind of irritating. Button Eyes, the third song is the one that is the song in question that sort of gets on my nerves sometimes. But I'm getting more used to it, and I think it's like anybody else, you know, you sort of have to get used to his style. So I've been listening to that, and that one is on this extremely cool translucent purple vinyl. This will probably be my favorite color of colored vinyl. This purple translucent really looks nice. And then this record actually also came with an extra one-sided EP with 3 more songs on it, which is just on black vinyl. 3 songs on that one. The other side is not etched or anything. It's just a plain black side. So that's it. That's what I picked up here in the first part of September 2025. Been really happy about all these, but it's sort of a change of pace for me. And the most interesting really has been this Czarface. Well, and also this one with this other one that Mad Professor did the dub mix. Really been listening to those a lot. Really been good. So I'll tell you what I've really been listening to every day has been those CDs from the Jerry Garcia band at the Warfield, the 6 CD box set that I showed just a couple weeks ago when I got it. This has just been absolutely fantastic. I already had lots of Jerry Garcia band music, but this is just 3 nights when they were really so beautiful, and it all sounds so great. I've been really wearing this one out, so it's fantastic. So that's it. Let me know what you think about these records. I'd be interested to know. And I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for watching.